Hello sir and everyone. My name is Muhammad Ashraf bin Jafar. My matrix number is 40 DKA 1F105. I represent with my groups about student satisfaction towards Kiosk at Merlimau Melaka Polytechnic. Go to the next slide. Introduction. The title for my group presentation is Student Satisfaction towards Kiosk at Merlimau Melaka Polytechnic. Kiosks at Merlimau Polytechnic are small shops that sell food and beverages that nurture students to become entrepreneurs. Based on the topic that our group chose, we have made a survey on student satisfaction towards kiosks in Polytechnic Merlimau Melaka. This is because we want to get a statistic on whether the kiosk here is good or bad for students at the Merlimau Melaka Polytechnic. Go to the next slide. Objective. Firstly, to identify students' satisfaction towards kiosk at PMM. Second, to further improve the kiosk if there is a problem voiced by each student from a different department caused at PMM based on the information in the Google form. Third, to do comparison of students' opinion about kiosk in PMM from each department. Go to the next slide. Methodology. Firstly, the questionnaire was distributed using Google Form to PMM students containing 12 questions that need to be answered regarding students' satisfaction towards kiosk in Polytechnic Merlimau Melaka. Second, all questions already had answers where PMS students simply mark the answer based on their choice. Third, the purpose of this questionnaire are to collect the data of students' satisfaction towards kiosk in PMM and analyze the data to fix the problem for the better. Go to the next slide. Demography. Based on the pie chart about departments, we can see that the GKA department has the most involvement in this Google form, which is 45%. Meanwhile, JKM is 25% and JKE is 20%. Meanwhile, JP and JPS have the same percentage value of 5%. All the respondents are students from Polytechnic Merlimau Melaka. Go to the next slide. Based on this pie chart about semester, the most student involvement is from semester 4, which is 45%. The second most is semester 5, which is 25%, and the third most is semester 3, which is 50%, while semester 1, 2, and 6 have a percentage value that equal to 5%. Go to the next slide. Based on this pie chart about gender, it can be seen that 73.7% of respondents are comprised of male and another 26.3% of respondents are female. That's all from me. I will pass to Mama Arid to explain the next slide. Thank you.
My name is Muhammad Harid Haziq bin Zahrin. My matrix number is 14DKA20F1084. Today, the subject code is DUE 50032, Communicative English 3. Today, I will present from question 4. Question 4. What is your opinion about the price for food and drink in kiosks? This is the response of 20 students in Polytechnic Merlimau Melaka. Most of their opinion are to choose about the price if for food and drink in kiosk is affordable. There are 30% people choose affordable, and other leftover will choose 10% for expensive and 30% for cheap. Next question is question 5. How many times have you been at kiosk? The response of 20 students of Polytechnic Merlimau Melaka about how many times have they been at the kiosk. Majority of the students respond once per week with 65%. Then about 20% of students respond are never, and 10% for that they never have been to Kiosk. No student respond to choose 5 times per week. Next question is question sheet 6. Is the cleanliness around the kiosk maintained and tidy? From the student response chart, majorities of them that have responded choose yes because the kiosks have maintained the cleanliness and tidy. The percent that say yes is 75% and 25% that say no. Question 7. Question 7 is how do you rate the taste of the food and drink at kiosk? From the chart, the rate of taste of the food and drink at kiosk is 15% just choose very delicious. Other than that, 50% just choose delicious and 35% just choose fair for the rate taste of the food and drink at kiosk. Next question is question 8. Question 8 is do the food and beverage sold at the kiosk consist of a healthy food class? From the chart, there are 75% choose yes for the food and beverage that sold at kiosk consist of healthy food class. Otherwise, 30% that just choose not sure and no student that have been choose no.
Hi everyone, my name is Katirawan Anlaki Sarbunan and my matrix number is 14DKA20F1087 and the code number is DUE 50032 and the subject name is Communicate English. Today I will explain about the respondents in the Google form. Question 9. The graph shows that they're happy with the variety food and drink sold at the kiosk. There are totally 20 responses and 16% say they are happy with the food and drinks they sold in the kiosk, and 5% say they are not happy with the food and drink they sold at the kiosk, and 35% say that they sometimes happy and sometimes not happy with the food and drinks they sold at the kiosk. Question 10. The pie chart shows that the respondents' opinion on the services provided by the workers at the kiosk. 70% say they are giving good services and 30% say they are giving very good services. It is because the workers at the kiosk provided the food for the student at the right time, such as breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Question 11. The chart shows how they rate the hygiene of the food and beverage sold at the kiosk. 55% say good, 25% say very good, 10% say excellent, and another 10% say far. The majority they say good, they give good rate for the hygiene of the food they sold at the kiosk. Question 12. The chart shows the scala about kiosk in the Merlimau Polytechnic. 25% say that they give good for the scala about kiosk in the Merlimau Polytechnic, and 55% say very good for the kiosk at the Merlimau Polytechnic, and there are totally 11%, and for 25% is about 5%, and another 4%, that is 20%, they give excellent for the Merlimau Polytechnic kiosk. Recommendation. The recommendation is taken from the question that stay on Google Forms, which is student toward kiosk at the Merlimau Polytechnic is need to make sure the food price is more cheap for the students. It's because students of majority of students they have no so much money in the pocket and they need to spend more money in studies such as buy some notes, books or photostat something. So they have no more money for buy expensive food because the majority say that the price for the kiosk food is more expensive. That's all for our opinion recommendation. Thank you so much.
Last but not least, I will present conclusion. The conclusion from the statistic and the chart is we get the conclusion that most of students respond in Polytechnic Melaka satisfied and give good responses with the service that have given at kiosk. Further, canteen service quality is associated with student satisfaction, wherein tangibility, reliability, responsiveness, and empathy show strong positive correlation. Besides tangibility, responsive, and empathy were the domain of kiosk service quality that contribute significantly to student satisfaction. Hence, the Polytechnic Melaka managers are encouraged to improve their service quality provided to students based on the student satisfaction.